Well, all right, let's go to some movie and TV talk. Have you watched Power?
Yes.
Did you watch this last episode?
Yes.
Well, it's two. First of all, the writing on this show compared to the other powers. Now, when I was saying the writing on this show, I'm talking about the other powers. It's better, but they do some bullshit. Number one, Unique's brother. Is he
Oh
like
my
the
goodness.
boogeyman or the ghost or something?
Exactly
How
what
he's
he is.
staring
That's
at
exactly
people,
what he is.
and he's sitting there. Now, how would he even know Kanan to
I
be
don't
sitting
think he
there
know.
staring at
I
him
don't
like
think he
that?
know Kanan. I think he know the mom. So that's how he know Kanan.
Oh, okay. So, that's number one that I thought was bullshit. And they like, well, what the fuck is he staring at? He just sitting there, just staring at him like
Right.
he's
Like a
like
little
a
fucking
boogie.
goof troop, fucking
Right.
retard.
And that's the same thing like the bodyguard. How he, I guess he killed the bodyguard or beat him up. I don't know which
I
one.
don't think he killed him, but he beat him up.
And how he just all of a sudden just pops out of nowhere on a bodyguard. But it's everybody. He just walked around for a whole bunch of people that was standing outside. No one
Mm-hmm.
seen this happen. And number two, how the hell is Kanan doing these? They're giving them guys drugs and re-upping drugs broad daylight on the street.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hey, you take this package, just pulling out big packs of marijuana and just giving them all like that, and they're gonna come and re-up in the same thing. Why they just couldn't do it in the house, in the apartment building?
Mm-hmm. There's a lot of
That's all
goofy shit. Like how
right.
they made how they made the brother fucking down and out drunk now.
Right, yeah. Now he's all depressed and drinking all the time and all that stuff. Now he's under that lady, and I guess they're gonna find a way that he can sell drugs in there or something like that. Something
Mm-hmm.
gonna happen. They'll be
And
selling
that
drugs in
was
there.
that DOS effects that was on the stage.
Yeah, they was trying to be DOS effects.
Okay. Yeah.
And sometimes that's another thing how you what you just mentioned. I don't know what year this is in, but now it's supposed to be in the early 90s, right?
Yeah.
But Benetton
Is
was
it
like
in
a
the early
fast.
'90s or the '80s?
No, it has to be in the early 90s if Das Effects was on there.
When did they come out? Early '90s. Shay said.
Okay. Okay, Day One Effects came out in 92. And but they had on Benetton fashion. Now was Ben I can't remember if Benetton fashion was something in the 90s. I
You
thought that
asking
was
the
the
wrong
80s
person. I don't
thing.
know anything about fashion.
And then I tried to Google it, and it just mentioned how they were good in urban fashion. Because I remember back in the day, people we was all wearing Benetton, and then it came out that I don't know if it was true or not that Benetton was supporting apartheid in South Africa, and then that's when we all stopped wearing Benetton. That seems like an '80s thing. That don't seem like something from the '90s. I'm confused sometimes.
Well, they fucking up the timeline. But if that's DOS effects and they nobody right now, so it could have been in the late '80s before they came out because they came out in the early '90s. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
they're making it seem like he discovered them before they come out. So it could have been like the late '80s when he discovered them.
Right. And then our boy Omar Epps killing his his partner.
Well, you knew that
They,
was coming.
yeah, but it's just too much bullshit going
The
on in that.
bullshit is he killed her, but now he's fucking looking over his shoulders every 2 seconds. Like he's supposed to just live his life and forget about this shit. Why is he running up on the ex? Yeah, I know, she was a good girl, this and that. Like, leave that shit alone. She looked at you all crazy, so she already know, like, she think you up to it because the girl came to
Hmm.
her and told her
Yeah.
that you was shady. So why you still worried about that shit?
Hmm. So and then we mentioned that brother followed Unique to what's the mom name,
Mm-hmm.
to her house, and so he just stayed and he stayed in the car while Unique went and banged her and left. So now he know where she live at. That's what they try to imply that
Mm-hmm.
he knows where she live at. But what type of moves are you going to make? Well,
What is this big grudge against her anyway?
I don't know. But she's out the game. She's
Right,
out
she's
the
out of the game
game.
and she's not doing nothing, so leave her the fuck alone. Like, why is you still so strapped up on just fucking her up? Like, did she
Right.
put you away? Like, did she got something to do with you going down?
Exactly. And he said, "Well, we should have killed her from the jump."
Hmm.
And so I have a feeling that Unique is going to kill his brother for
For his girl.
the mom. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I have a feeling either that or the mom got to go some kind of way, but she's a big star. I can't see her going
No, you
out
said it
this
right.
episode.
You said it right.
Oh, you
He
think
is
she
going to kill her brother. I mean, his brother, because he's trying to kill Rock.
right? Yeah, that's why I think that's going to happen. Or since Kanan's in the picture and the brother knows Kanan, well, try to look at him or whatever, he might do it, trying to save his mom, and that will bring them back together again,
Yeah.
family again. And our girl jukebox, damn near don't even really have a storyline anymore.
Well, the thing is, her story was all over the place anyway. Because if she was boosting shit and then she's doing all this, and her family's all in the drugs, the last thing they would allow is for her to become a cop.
Right.
It don't make sense. You know what I mean? For her to be a cop.
Mm-hmm. And the her father too. There's another dude that don't even really have a storyline anymore. So
You said her dad?
yeah.
Yes, he do, because he's still the muscle of the family.
But he ain't really doing anything. He shot the mobster, which was dumb. I thought that was stupid too.
Well,
And
he had to do that because
no, I'm
that's
I'm just talking about like how he set it up. Like they ain't
how
gonna
he
see
did
him
it.
lurking around. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they ain't gonna see him working around. I would think it would be strange for a postman just standing right there like that, coming out
Mm-hmm.
of a church. And then that's another thing. Now the getaway driver is handicapped,
Shay was talking about that.
so I said the writing is better, but it's still some holes in the storyline.
Well, the man can't walk, so if he can't walk, how's he driving the truck?
Right. Well, they can do it with their hands, so he got to put that hand
No, but
compartment on the truck.
you need special equipment in your personal vehicle to do that. You can't just steal a fucking U-Haul truck and have that shit in there.
Right. So
This is
did
not like
he?
a portable device you just throw in and take off your truck. It
Right. So
stays in there.
remember, he stole the post office truck at nighttime,
So
and
what you think? He suited it up for him? Like that's
yeah,
bullshit.
that's
That's
what it sounds
bullshit.
like.
No, that's bullshit.
Them writers, they don't care. They say nobody's gonna pay attention to something like that anyway. Hmm. Now, what else? You don't watch Married at First Sight anymore, right?
Nah. Is
Uh,
it good?
I didn't watch this week's episode. Last week's episode, well, let's just say that no one, I feel as though no one is going to stay married. No one's going
We
to
say
stay
that
married.
about every fucking episode season.
Yeah, you got this one lady she's never been in a relationship with this guy. The guy's like, he kind of seems like he's like turned off against her.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think that's going to work. You have the sister and a Native American guy. He's a Native American, but you can't tell that he's
Mm-hmm.
Native American. She made a joke about it was a redskin joke. No, she didn't make the joke. He said something about redskin, and she laughed. So that just turned that just turned him off on her, and so they're getting a divorce. They're already getting a divorce, so they ain't together no more. Oh, we
Oh,
got
really?
one dude that got left at the altar.
Really?
Yeah, him and a Native American guy look just alike.
Why did he
He,
get left at the altar?
oh, I don't know all the details because I didn't watch it. All I know is it was one dude because they was all about to go on that trip, their honeymoon,
Mm-hmm.
and they was sitting around talking, and he was there. He didn't go to him, and they was asking what happened. He was like, "Well, she left me at the altar. I don't know if they got into it or not."
Mm-hmm.
So we got them. We got this other couple. This one lady. Hold on, I can give you their names.
I don't need their names.
Okay. Well, you got this one couple. She has health issues,
Mm-hmm.
and he had asked her about the health issue, and she just downplayed it, like, "Oh, it's not such a big deal, this and that." And so he had went and talked. You know how they talk to the bride's family and all
Mm-hmm.
that stuff, and they had told him like, "No, it's really serious. It's a real big deal that she has this illness or whatever." And they kind of seems like they'll be together. I say out of everybody, I think they might make it. And then we got this other guy that's he owns a bike store, and the woman just don't really seem that
Bicycle.
yeah, pedal bikes. He like repair like these are like the top line pedal bikes, the $1,000
Mm-hmm.
bikes. Um She don't seem like she's that much into him, so I don't think they're gonna be together anyway. The only people I see together is the woman that have health issues. Yeah. Anything else on the TV front?
Uh, TV. None I can think of.
Me neither.
I
So
watched what is that? Date 48 Hours Investigate. You know, I watched
mhm.
that from time to time too. That was a good episode. It was a
Is it
it was the young Jamaican girl. Her and her husband, they got rich. They was like millionaires, but she was fooling around on her husband, and he found out she had like a tattoo on her neck, and she had a birthday on her wrist. So he jumped on her computer and found out like her ex boyfriend. That was her ex boyfriend's date of birth, and that tattoo is the same matching tattoo that the boyfriend got. So he
mm,
snapped on her. You got to remove the tattoo and leave him alone. This and that. And she was like, all right, she got the tattoo removed. We kind of find out she was still fucking around with him. Next thing you know, her ass went missing, and he played self defense. And everybody wanted him to get like first degree murder, but he didn't get first degree murder. He got like manslaughter, so everybody was all upset about it. Whatever. It was a good story though, because it's like, damn, like nobody talk about how they talk about how this guy was threatening or whatever. Like, first off, maybe Jamaicans don't play that shit, and he gave you the warning and told you to leave the dude alone. Why you didn't just get a divorce?
right.
And she was a young black girl. They was like millionaires, and he was a little cocky type of arrogant type dude or whatever. But in the end, she was wrong because you know your husband, you know he's crazy, and you still fucking around with this dude on the side. Like, just divorce him, and you can
Hmm.
do whatever you want to do.
Right.
He fucked her up.
Yeah, I don't understand that. Why does the ex boyfriend got so much of that hold on her where she just not gonna give him up? If that's the case, you might as well just like you said, just get divorced and stay with and go with the boyfriend, the ex
Yeah,
boyfriend.
he probably didn't want to. He probably just wanted to hit it and keep it moving.
Now, after all this stuff going on, where is he at? Is he holding it down for her? Is he saving himself to when she get out of jail?
No, no, no. You got the story wrong. The husband is in jail.
Okay, yeah, the husband killed her. Yeah.
Yeah, he killed her.
Hmm.
It was a good story. And the other one I watched was the did you watch the show 7 Seconds on Rittenhouse?
Yeah, that's the one I was telling you about. 72 seconds.
I finally watched that. That was good too.
And what you think?
Well, I should be a detective because it's pretty much what I was saying all along. Everything that I was saying was coming to the light in the story. You know what I mean? And it was crazy how the mom kept defending her son. Oh well, he's a boy. You know how boys
No,
do.
he's an
Oh well, he
asshole.
was young. She's saying all this. Well, if that's the case, then why do you have so much hatred towards the young boy? Because if you're making these excuses for your son, this guy's a young guy.
Right.
That was
He's an
racial motivated too. Like, not like that, but the bull probably. I don't know if he did say like I'm gonna kick your ass, nigga, or whatever they said. He said, but
beat
the
the
bottom
black off
line,
you. Beat the black
huh?
off.
Beat the
Beat the
black off.
back
Yeah.
off. Yeah.
Like, and the thing is, he could have been a nice white guy, and and black. And he got black friends because he had the black lady, and he had a couple black guys on there that said he was a cool dude.
Right.
But you don't know how people act when they high off of coke and drunk.
Right.
And you can say anything when you mad. And he might have said that. I don't know if he said it or not. But we do know he got out of the car, and we do know the dude pulled the knife out, and he still rushed the guy.
Right. Well, I took it at that guy's an asshole. And of course, like we talked about before, he's one of those big guys that
Right.
they feel as though they can push people around. Now, like you said, keep in mind he's drunk and he was on cocaine. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so he ain't going to back down. Being that he's tall, big people think that everybody's supposed to be scared of him and all that
Mm-hmm.
stuff. So then my man comes around. He wasn't going back down because he has that knife on him. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like when two damn rams meet each other,
Right,
something's bound to
but
happen.
you're right, but when at least two Rams, they both got a fucking horns hanging out their head. When this guy got a knife and saying "leave me the fuck alone" or back up, you don't go running towards the knife. But
Well, that goes.
because he was a football player and he was a wrestler, he figured I'm just gonna pick him up, slam him on the ground, and
Yeah,
beat his
that's what they
ass.
do. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's the big guy. He got the wrestling experience and all that stuff, and the guy has the knife. So neither one of them was going to back down because, like I say, the big guy he thinking that he's going to be intimidated when I'm acting all aggressive and all that stuff because we all supposed to be scared of him. And then my man had the knife on him, and if he was so, it's like they both was wrong. I mean,
Right.
like, how can you charge somebody and they both was wrong? Because, like you said, my man shouldn't have been getting out the car. If you in your car and you get out the car to holler at somebody, you're in the wrong. You're being an aggressor.
Well, the thing is, and it's bullshit that because him and his friends were saying the only reason he got out the car was try to get the traffic move along because the traffic was
Bullshit.
blocked up. Yeah, that's bullshit.
You're a traffic
And
cop.
exactly, he was talking shit to the black guy that was unloading, but I think the black guy that was unloading had the headphones on, so he didn't even know. So just like the
Hmm.
young boy said, he was probably going to run up there and punch him in the back of his head to get him to move out the way because he wasn't
Yeah.
listening. The dude was just unloading his truck, not paying it no mind.
Hmm.
You got out of the truck because you wanted some you wanted to fucking beat somebody's ass. And it's crazy because after he got stabbed, his two boys that he is with, they took off before the cops get there. So that shows you some guilty shit right there.
Yeah.
Like, did they have coke on them or in their system
Probably.
too?
Oh yeah, he wasn't the only one doing cocaine. He
Right.
probably all was. And like I say, the young man was wrong too because if he was so worried about the young black dude as you talking about that making the deliveries or delivering
Hmm.
stuff out, he could have easily called the police. It's Rittenhouse Square, Phil. The police is right around
Well,
the corner.
well, the thing is, when he pulled the knife out, the bull was already like, in aggressive manner, like coming towards him. So he
Right.
probably pulled the knife out, like, "Yo, leave me the fuck alone. I'll cut the shit out of you." And it didn't
Hmm.
matter. Like, if he wanted to cut him, he'd have pulled the knife out and just went after him. But if you watch the video, and they never released that video to the public, but if you watch the video in that documentary, the white guy picked him up and slammed him, and that's when the knife went in his back.
Back, yeah. And when you going against wrestlers and stuff, that's the first thing they'll do. Well, big guys is like that anyway. See,
Mm-hmm.
if you close up on them, they'll try to
Fucking bull
grab
rush
you.
you.
Yeah, they'll try to grab you and like try to throw you down on the ground and all that type of stuff. That's where they go for. And he tried to go for a wrestling move to pick that young man up
Mm-hmm.
and slam him down. And I don't know what's up with the young guy, because if it was me, I surely wouldn't be living here. I don't know. I would have moved somewhere else.
I mean, maybe he can't. Obviously, he was struggling, so you know what I mean. His
Hey,
family ain't had money like that.
he can find a way.
I think the knife went into the dude back by accident because when
Hmm.
he picked him up and slammed him, and they both fell on the ground, all you saw was him turn over and pull the knife out of the dude back. Like, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
And then his friend talking about, you see, he was about to stab him again. Yeah,
No,
right. He
he
pulled the
wasn't.
knife out and he
No.
took off.
Hmm.
And then
No,
the
he
caller
wasn't.
was like, the girl that y'all got as a witness, she's the dope dealer. He bought the coke off of her.
Hmm.
And so it was crazy. And it was crazy that how like the news guy was defending the dude. The dude was a fucking
John
terror in Florida.
Belair's.
Yeah.
The John Belair's, yeah.
But this white guy, he was a terror in Florida. Yeah, he did some nice stuff, and sometimes he's nice. But overall, once he started drinking and partying, he's a fucking beast.
Yeah, he's an asshole. He's like a kind of a recovering asshole, but he still got
Hmm.
the asshole in him.
Right. He
Yeah,
get with
I
his
ain't feel
boys. He's getting high and drinking. Now he ready to whoop some ass.
right. I ain't feel no sympathy towards him because he caused everything. Sometimes people cause their own demise. I
He should have
mean,
stayed his ass in the car.
exactly. I would just waited for the man is working. I would just waited for him to do his
Right.
deliveries
Talking
and
about
leave.
he went to help move traffic along. Bullshit.
Yeah, right. Who gets out their car and directs traffic?
Exactly. That was real good though.
Yeah. Anything else?
TV wise, let's see. Nothing I can think of. Nah.
All right. So tell us about the Leonardo DiCaprio movie.
I'm still watching it. The shit I didn't know is 3.5 hours.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you might as well go on and watch Batman
So
too then.
I might as well, right? Well, Shay put it on before she knew how much time the movie was. So
Right.
once I got into it, I was like, oh, all right, you know what I mean? I started checking it out, and then I started looking online, trying to do a little bit of research on the actual story that happened.
Hmm.
But I'll you gonna watch it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll wait till you watch, then we can do a review, and I don't want to go into details.
Oh, well, I already know the story and everything because they talked about it on.
I'm talking about the movie.
Oh, okay, yeah. And the one thing I was talking to my mom about. I'm like, well, damn, the woman, the co-star and Leonardo DiCaprio, she's Native American, and they like the same damn complexion.
Well, I said the same thing. She first off, she's not, and I was wondering. I was like, I wonder if the natives is gonna be mad at her for playing this role. You know what I mean? But they said like her dad is like a descendant of Native American. That
Okay,
don't mean nothing. That's some old genealogy test. You don't
right.
know if it's real or not. And it said that he got some fucking drop of Native American in him. And her mom is white. So that's why she's
Hmm.
so light skinned.
Oh,
And I'm looking
okay.
at her pictures. I'm like, she's a white girl.
Hmm. Yeah, you would never tell.
Hmm.
Um, Anything else on the movie front?
I watched that other movie yesterday, and I liked it. Shay didn't like it. The Obamas one, Leave the World Behind.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Did you watch it?
No.
All right. Well, I'll wait till you watch it before we talk about that one too.
Anything else?
Nothing else I can think of. No.
Well, I watched The Killer. Did y'all see that?
The Killer. The Killer.
It's a
It sounds.
Netflix movie. The Killer.
It sounds familiar. It must have been a same title movie I watched back in the day called The Killer.
Oh no, no, no! It's not that Killer movie you talking about. You talking
Okay.
about the one with
The
the
action joint.
yeah? No, it's
Yeah.
not that one. This is about the what's the guy Fast Bomb the young Magneto.
Okay. Yeah.
Michael
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
Fastbomb or Fastboom.
Yeah. I know you're talking about.
He's a hitman, and he was supposed to do a job. And I'll just leave it at that, just in case
Mm-hmm.
if you watch it.
Was it good?
Oh yeah, it's good. It
On a
was
scale
something
of one to
else I
ten,
had
what
to
you give
see.
it?
I give it about a good. I give it a 7. But it's
Okay.
one problem. I would give it an 8, but it's one problem I have in it. But I won't
Mm-hmm.
say it to you.
All right. I'll check it out.
I watched Gran Turismo.
Mm-hmm.
I forget the guy that stars it. What's the guy's name that Johann Weinbacher, I think his name is. He was
I
the
have no
video.
idea who you're talking about.
He was a video game. He played Gran Turismo, and I guess the people had wanted the players to actually become race car drivers,
Mm-hmm.
and he passed the test and became a race car driver, and he was like real good at it. He's like real, I guess he should right now probably should be in his early 30s, late 20s. HBO Real Sports did a special with him like years back, so I already knew who he was before
Mm-hmm.
this movie came out. And yeah, he was playing video games. He was like one of those that sit up and play video games for 10 or 12 hours a day.
Gamer.
Yeah, and he became a real race car driver.
Really?
Yeah,
That sounds like a good story.
yeah, it's a good movie. See, I already knew like all the story and all that
Mm-hmm.
stuff, but it's a good movie to watch on a Saturday. I'll give that a 7. I'll give that a 7. Um, oh, and his father, the father's like, leave that mess alone. One of those type of parents.
Mm-hmm. Till
Leave
that
that
money
mess.
start rolling in.
Yeah. Oh no, leave that. No, you gonna come work with me. But Dad, I don't want to do that. Well, no, you gonna come work with me. And and like you said, as soon as he passed the test and everything, and his father ain't no back talk about it from his father. And I watched the DC cartoon movie, Justice League. What's it called? Justice League. A World War. It's not one of the good ones. I'll just put it like that. It's like 3 separate stories about of course it involves I told you the DC cartoons involves Wonder Woman, Batman, and Superman. Well, this movie have all 3 of them in there.
What about the
Uh
Flash?
the Flash sometimes. The Flash like pop up sometimes in,
Mm-hmm.
in those DC cartoons. All them characters they have, they only make cartoons around those 3 people.
Mm-hmm. After a while, it's like, damn, y'all don't have nobody else. Y'all got a whole fucking universe of superstars. Use somebody else.
Right. And this one they were like in time. So Wonder Woman was this was in like the old cowboy
Mm-hmm.
era.
West.
And yeah, and one of the dudes that was one of the guys that one of the good guys was like a comic book character. I forget the name. Two Face was like the villain, and so the town was like fighting against Two Face and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The second one was about Batman. Batman was I
Are
didn't
they
like
three?
his.
Are they three separate stories?
Yeah, well, it combines into one story. What you want
Okay.
me to keep talking about it or let
No,
it
no, you
go?
don't have to. I'm gonna
Uh,
watch it.
all right, well then I'll let it go then. It's Justice League Water World. It was War Worlds. I didn't think it was they best. The I can say the end half of the movie was
Mm-hmm.
actually good. The end half of the movie was actually good. I'll give it that, but it wasn't their best cartoon. They need to start having more. Make another Green Lantern movie
Yeah, they
or
got a lot
some
of guys. They don't have to keep rerunning the same motherfuckers.
right. Well, anything else?
That I can think of.
Well, all right. You can catch the Judgementals on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. Subscribe to our YouTube at PNL Judgementals, Instagram at the two underscores Judgementals, or you can email us at pnljudgementals@gmail.com. All right, Phil.
All right. Peace out.